Alhamdulillah. Okay, everybody, I'm back. Um, yeah, this is all different. I had to do a major software update on this damn streaming software. Luckily, there was updates, so that's a good thing. And that might have been the source of our issue. Um, but when it just starts going haywire, and yeah, it didn't give me no chance. I'm trying to say refresh, refresh, and then I thought I could just shut down the streaming software itself and restart it, but don't end the stream. That didn't work. It was still screaming. So, wait, can y'all hear me? Started. Test. End the stream. Yeah. That didn't work. It was still screaming. I don't see it being test, test, test. So, okay, I do see the sound right there. Wait, can y'all hear me? Yeah, maybe that's a better thing. Test. Yeah. I don't know what the resolutions and stuff look like. I don't know what I'm really looking like now. I'm going to work with this. Wait, can y'all hear me? Not loving it. Test. Yeah. I don't know what the resolutions and stuff look like. I don't know what I'm looking. Okay. Okay. Here's what I do know. That I was just telling you, I believe, the story of Rothwell and Fig. The bitch's name was Judy. And one of the white bitches says to me one day, make sure you don't ever call her Judith. She really hates that. I'm like, me being me, and already not liking your white ass, I said, her name is Judy, right? Yeah, it's Judy. So why would I call her something that's not what it is? That might have been the start of my firing. Listen, you got one life to live, everybody. Fuck nice. Your allegiance needs to be to righteousness. And when righteousness, hear this very carefully, when righteousness dictates that you steamroll the fuck over somebody, you do that with abandon, and you don't give a fuck. Because you're standing on what's right. That's just what it is. That's what it is. There's something to be said for being kind and all that stuff. Yes, that's all righteous. But unrighteousness, evil, and even ignorance steamroll over that shit with abandon and don't look back. But you also have to be fearless. And when you have the proper relationship with what's right, and definitely the right relationship with your maker, that comes very easy. Think of it this way. If your mama is the person that you know is going to get your ass, it's really not a lot anybody else can say to you. They don't have no power over you. As long as your mama don't find out, you're good. You feel me? Because mama get you, you see. So think of it in that term if you need to. Just whatever. But Yeah, I don't remember ever being any different. I'm the same human being I have always been in life. And life has only just become more frustrating for me because it's like I see the growing, the spreading of just ignorance and evil and unrighteousness. I just see it spreading, and I'm not giving into that. I'm not going over to that side, you know. So then your only choice is to be who I am, you know? That's it. I'm not changing. I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to. Um, so, um, so I was saying that in the context of, Donna seemed very comfortable, and up on her show, and that wasn't lost on me. I just thought, you're looking real comfortable up there. You feel me? But I also was aware that he has the white demon lover who's about 10 feet taller than him and looks like a Sasquatch. Oh no, I just deleted something that wasn't what I was trying to delete. I don't even know what it was now. This is the frame I was trying to get rid of. So maybe he's getting his wake up moment,
There's sad news.
Uh, that one I meant to play for you on the Belafonte thing, but I don't think I need it. We're going to go to Donna because I need to contrast Donna with Tucker Carlson. In fact, we'll start with this one because this will set the tone for my theory. I was just going to pull this one with just Donna. Let's bring you in. But I think I need Donna and Tucker. Ugh, it doesn't look good. So we will start with this one. Bitch. Yes, I have ad blocker on, bitch, because I don't want your shit. This page. Refresh. This is the San Francisco Chronicle. I'm trying to see how it's showing up on my device so I can see if I'm in the way of the text and you can't see. Okay, that looks good. Get the Tucker. Yeah, what a dumb fucking name, dude. It's so white. Tucker. Listen, there's nearly 1.4 billion Africans on the continent of Africa. I can sit here on this day and proclaim to you with 100% accuracy there's not a single fucking Tucker. I'm over it. Tucker and Donna are out. I hope their misogyny goes with them. Misogyny? Donna is a woman. How could she be misogynist? How can a woman be misogynist to a woman? Not understanding. All right, but we're going to find out. And rest assured, this is temporary because what will happen, I predict for you, watch for it, and you will come back and tell me, Jedi, you said this. Tucker will get another show. probably even on Fox. Another independent show to be something Tucker something. You feel me? Something. Watch for it. Watch for it. Let me enlarge this. We're only at 80%. Damn. Nobody could see anything. All right, let's go to 120. 110. That'd be good. So that you can read along. Okay, we're going to go to 150. Oh, 125. All right. Okay, the San Francisco Chronicle, CNN and Fox now have an opportunity to hire hosts who don't judge women solely on their looks. So they're concerned about women when there's no such thing as women anymore, according to these fucking rainbow fucking people. And Donna up there using pronouns for people and defending that rainbow bullshit. And now you're out because of a woman, Donna? Is that what we're on? I don't know what the reason is. We're going to find out. That's why I didn't want to read anything. All right, let's find out. All right, my first thoughts. Okay, who's this? Who's talking? Emily Hoven, Hoeven. It's a Zionist bitch. My first thought upon learning of the back-to-back Monday firings of Fox News host Fucker Carlson and Donna Lemon. This is a great opportunity for the prominent TV networks, which reach millions of viewers, to finally elevate the voices and profiles of people who don't find it normal to utter misogynistic comments without a second thought. Okay, that's the indictment. Show me the evidence. I guess they're going to present it. All right. Although the reasons for Tucker's and Donna's abrupt departures have not yet been made public. So we're not going to know. Donna was let go by CNN about 2 months after he questioned whether Republican former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, 51, was fit to run for president. Well, I remember the entire media structure, all their white devil asses, all across the networks, Fox, MSNBC, CNN, all of them, questioning whether Bernie, and not just questioning, proclaiming he was too old. You see? And that all went away when Trump was in the race. And it was like, oh, we can't be on the age thing anymore because, well, they're both old. So, all right, move to something else. And, oh, by the way, you currently have a diaper-wearing shuffler in chief who shuffles. He doesn't walk. He shuffles, that old man shuffle thing that he does. Because his diaper could come down. And he's 190, Joe Biden. There he is. So this, but 51, whether or not she was fit to run president. And that doesn't sound accurate because Donna, I think, is in his 50s. We're just going to find out. We'd find out how old is Donna. How old is Donna Lemon? Thought the bitch would let me get through with it. Away with it. How old is Don Lemon? Bitch, you knew who I meant. Bitch. He's 57. So why would he be questioning someone who's 51? That doesn't make any sense. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. He's 57. So you're saying he would be criticizing someone who's 50, who's younger than him, saying that person's, come on. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's not the truth. That's the law. But let us read on. Haley is not in her prime, end quote, Donna said in a February episode of CNN This Morning. Well, that was February. Why would he be being fired in April? Not in her prime. So that's not... See, that's why I say we have to get sensitive to everybody. We should be punching these motherfuckers in their face left and right. It should just be an endless cycle of just fucking footage of white people just being knocked the fuck out if we're going to go by this micro shit. Which we should be. You see. This is the quote. Haley is not, quote, in her prime, end quote. That's their whole indictment in this article. And they're quoting him from February. In a February episode of CNN This Morning. So not even on his show. Some other show called CNN This Morning. Adding that a woman's prime is, quote, in her 20s, 30s, and 40s, end quote. So I agree with that. That's an observation that can be made on anybody. There's nothing erroneous there. You understand? So that's the end quote. And then now, and telling his female co-host not to, quote, shoot the messenger. I'm just saying what the facts are. Donna added that she had learned these facts via Google. That Donna, who is 57, could make those comments with a straight face is absurd. No, it's not. And underscores the extent to which misogyny is rooted and accepted in our culture. You see, this is the same thing, the fake Jews, the fake faggot-ass people, and now this. These overreactions where you have to get a microscope to find out, was there a fucking crime or even an insult? You have to bring in a team of people and specialists, forensics. I mean, you got to pay for DNA. And then you go, well, there was nothing there. This is that. This is that. This is that. And they only do this shit when it comes to fuck white women. Let's just put that out there. You feel me? I don't know who this Haley person is, but I'm sure at 51 she probably looks 90 because it's a white bitch. So there's that. You know, Donna still looks like she's in her 30s. Conversely. Which misogyny is rooted and accepted in our culture. President Biden, who is 80, bitch, is the oldest president in history, is expected to announce his re-election campaign this week. His predecessor, Donald fucking Trump, the orange pup, is 76 and has already launched his 2024 election campaign. By the way, side note, everybody, because he's on every indictment, he's been arrested, he's been arraigned and all that, and somehow he's still on the campaign trail for president. Yet Ray Ray, who had a little roach of personal use marijuana, is still doing 20 to life in fucking San Quentin or someplace. We got to be over the fucking double standard for fucking white people. But that's what I'm saying. We need a physical way to shut shit down. No more marching, begging, and asking and shit. They need to know they're going to feel the force of our fucking weight on their face. You understand? How the fuck can you be a felon and you're running for president? How? Well, I saw one thing somewhere, and they were saying, it's different because even though you're a felon, the people support you, so therefore. So we'll use that so that when Ray Ray gets out of prison after serving 20 to life and goes to get a job at even fucking Walmart, and they say, we have a past criminal record, then we all show up and say, we all support Ray Ray, so it's all fine. According to their white logic. You see what I'm saying? Fuck white people. Fuck them. Donna later expressed, quote, regret for his comments, calling them, quote, inartful and irrelevant. No, they weren't irrelevant. He's a news presenter, and usually if you're a real journalist and not just reading from a fucking script like all the media does, then you have an opinion, you have an observation on a story. In this case, she's an old bitch at 51. She's not in her prime, but 51 is not old, and there was nothing inappropriate about the statement at all. He didn't say she couldn't run, he just said she's not in her prime. She ain't. She's not. So they weren't inartful or irrelevant. Quote, and then it goes on. Inartful they may be, but they're hardly irrelevant. Indeed, Donna's comments are part of a long tradition of male TV hosts making sexist comments about women, particularly women seeking political power. Fuck this bitch. Again, I'm still glad Donna is out because she needs a wake-up call. You feel me? But it's both and. Like, good Donna is out and fuck these white people. You understand? This is who cares, man? It's nothing. You know, Sniper Fire just ran for president twice and the bitch couldn't win. You feel me? And no, she ran 3 times. She ran against Obama, she ran in 2016, and she ran for the 2020. Yeah. Bitch still couldn't win. And she's 1,000. She's not in her prime. This seems like they were looking for something. And the fact that we learn now that this was statements he made in February on a show that's not even his own show, and that now CNN wants to give him the axe on the same day as this fucking Tucker person, suggests to me what I'm theorizing and presenting to you, that this was a us and them. Nope, we can't get rid of Tucker, and because it'll be a victory for black people. Because Rush Limbaugh's bitch ass finally died. Thank God he's dead. May he be tortured in his grave. I think Sean Hannity is out. Is he? I don't know. I can't look up anything on here. But anyways, they always need a voice out there to antagonize and to keep up the racist rhetoric towards the black community. And I offer to you that this Tucker person was that, you know, with his little fucking bow tie and the bullshit. And it's just all very suspect, the timing. And now what we're seeing as what they're theorizing is part of the charge, because they said that neither the organizations haven't released why they were. Let's read on. In 2008, MSNBC host Chris Matthews asserted that Sniper Fire, who had just launched her first presidential bid, had only advanced politically because her husband had, quote, messed around, end quote, with White House intern Monica fucking Slut. In 2014, Fox News' Bill O'Reilly mused, well, no, she didn't advance because her husband messed around. But since you're going to bring up Chris Matthews, he wasn't fired from his position, bitch. So why are you citing that as misogyny? You know, it's an opinion, and it was wrong. She had advanced politically because of dumbass black fucking Christians. That's first. And her carrying her little hot sauce around in a bottle and all of that. And the fact that, but she's been a senator, she was first lady, as if she had all this, as if she practically led as the admiral of the fleet into fucking Iraq and shit. I mean, you know, people had just elevated her on some fantasy level. Like, I'm over it. Anyway, just Chris Matthews was wrong. That's not it, but this still doesn't hold their misogyny charge. I'm over it. With White House, okay, blah, blah, blah. And Bill O'Reilly, in 2004, Bill O'Reilly said, quote, there's got to be some downside to having a woman president, right? Something that may not fit with that office, correct? But it's Bill O'Reilly. Look at the people you're fucking citing. You know, but you don't have shit to say about all the racist shit he said. You were silent on that. What's the bitch name? Emily. She was silent on that. No misogyny there. Nothing to see there. And not to mention one of the kids whose father was killed on 9/11, but he was there on the O'Reilly Factor saying that this was an inside job, and he was physically threatened by Bill O'Reilly and was accosted and assaulted by people in the building to get him out of the building even. It was very violent. But nothing to say there about Bill O'Reilly. But this little half-wit statement about this old-ass sniper fire bitch. Fuck Emily and the bitch that gave birth to her. And this is obviously some kind of witch hunt against Donna. But also, I'm still maintaining until we read something that's going to change my mind that there's some correlation between this and the firing of the White Devil at Fox. It just is. We'll just go on. O'Reilly was later ousted amid a sexual harassment scandal, which is totally different and something else and separate. All right. Fox News host Sean Hannity in 2015 had his own spin on sniper fire running for president. Quote, "What are we going to call the president of the United States? Grandma? It's nice she can change diapers, feed the baby. It doesn't exactly qualify someone to have their finger on the nuclear button." That's so white fucking people with the nuclear button. They got their finger on the button. It's a whole system to launch a nuclear fucking thing. That football at the president, it's so fucking juvenile. But to the her charge there, so she had no issue with the ageism that went on with Bernie and how they shut Bernie out. And when they rolled out the old fucker looks like the Crypt Keeper, James Carville, who was literally having a meltdown at the fact that Bernie was leading in everything and killing it, and they were just like, they rolled him out of the cobwebs. We have to stop Bernie, you know. I mean, this is just being, this is selective outrage. And I'm sure probably this San Francisco Chronicle is probably going to be coming out to endorse this bitch that they now are trying to, you know, put his head on the guillotine for. And it's a few things. It's a lot going on right here. It's a lot because there's no evidence. There's nothing. I haven't seen anything yet that equals you fire this dude after I don't know how many years he's been there, but whatever, we're going to find out. Meanwhile, Trump is a grandfather many times over. So what? And we're not even going to get into all the racist shit that was said about Michelle Obama and questioning her very sexuality, whether or not she's even a woman and shit, but nothing from this whore. No misogyny there. She couldn't find it, apparently. But now, an ambiguous statement about this, some white bitch who's younger than Donna, she's pouncing on this as a reason. It's so many people that need to be killed, dude. Because they know what they're doing. We leave the innocent alone. Innocent ignorance, that's all fine. We let that sail by like a nice little ship in the night. It means nothing. But deliberate. We need to burn your fucking house down with you in it. And then there's Carlson, who literally, whose litany of sexist comments far exceeds Donna's and could probably be compiled in a book-length document. I agree with that. Donna is not the same person as this fucking Tucker person at all on any day. You know. And he's gay. Not that a gay dude can't be, you know, sexist or misogynist or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But we not Don Lemon. Nobody thinks of him in that vein at all. The label won't stick. It won't. This is something else, I promise you. It's something else. And shame on the black fucked up Negro who will take the job that they offer because they still may want a black face in that slot in Donna's job. Fuck that person and the bitch that gave birth to them in advance. In advance. In advance. Watch. You're going to see a black face. I promise you. Watch what I'm telling you. Watch. Watch, 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 watch. It's seemingly not how... We need to get to the meat and potatoes. I don't need this bitch rantings. I need to know what is the details. Why is he out? this is more of a this isn't the type of tone I need. We need information. We need Tucker Carlson is out at Fox News because of blah blah blah. Don Lemon is out of fucking CNN because of blah blah blah. This is what happened. This is some bitch who ain't got no man, you feel me? And if she do, he don't got no penis, and she's mad, and fuck her. Well, we'll just go with the Donna thing and see if that yields something. We just have to pull up a separate piece on the Tucker bastard. Breaking Donna Lemon out at CNN. You know, and I kept seeing, this is what brought me to the story. I kept seeing Don Lemon out at CNN, but it showed him like on a red carpet and out place. I just thought he was just out and about or just something. Not out, you know, like. Anyways, after being housed with the housed, bitch. Housed? I'll just finish the sentence in case I'm overreacting. After being housed with the popular news network for 17 years, housed. This is the language used for a black dude. Housed. What the fuck is this? This is, is this even a publication? Or is this some blog? What is this? Alright, this won't work either. Fuck this bitch. So many people to kill. We'll go with NBC News. Donna says she has been fired from CNN and she can't find her Louis Vuitton heel. It said that in the header. You saw it. You saw it. You saw it. Donna was terminated from her anchor role at CNN, she announced on Monday. The news comes after Variety published a story this month about allegations that he mistreated his female colleagues over his career there. And earlier this year, he faced backlash from widely criticized comments he made on air. Listen, that opening sentence, I can tell you because I've worked at some of the highest levels, not the highest, but at some high levels. And that's what I've said to my people over the years. If you've only, no shade to if you've only worked like McDonald's or Walmart or some low-level job, when you work in higher positions at the right companies, the right corporations, it's a different air, it's a different atmosphere. And I offer that only to lay foundation for my statement to say, I can imagine, here he is a gay man. So they're frustrated because white bitches don't like when black men don't respond to them. They think we're all supposed to think they're attractive. I go out of my way to ignore their white asses. Push past them in stores. When they come past, oh, excuse me, I don't acknowledge it. Fuck you, whore, I didn't see you. Whatever. Like, it's a whole psychological warfare with me that I'm waging constantly around the clock. So that's one. He's an attractive man. And he probably looks better in person. That's my experience with most celebrities. You see them in person, they look way better. So he's charismatic, he's blah blah blah, but there he is. And so these white bitches, because they're very at home on their jobs. Remember, we go there and we have to by the rules only, you know, and it's just kind of a day in the park for them. So in that atmospherics, you have a Don Lemon walking around. He's tall, he's attractive, he's young, and he's a main anchor on the thing. So they want to be all, ooh, Don Lemon. And so if he has any pushback for anything, then it's a problem. So when they make the statement that for allegation that he was mistreated his female colleagues over his career there, that doesn't have any weight with me at all, because I can imagine and infer the specifics that would undergird that. You understand what I'm telling you? And and then on top of that, he's gay, so he don't got nothing for you. So you won't be, hamming it up with Donna Lemon. And let us all go and remember the footage of New Year's Eve when he hosts those things where he's gotten pissy drunk on fucking international television, and the white bitch that's usually right there with him. There's a certain dynamic going on there. I mean, listen, every white bitch wants a black dick. That's just the fucking truth of it. As sure as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, there's not a white bitch on this planet that does not want to experience a black penis. That's what's real. Even if it comes from Donna. So they were just as hurt over that. And they go on to say that earlier this year he faced backlash over widely criticized comments he made on air. Donna announced the news on Twitter saying he was informed by his agent that he was being terminated. Wow. They highlighted this widely criticized comment. So let me right click on that and see if we can see what Donna to return to CNN this morning after training following comments about this white bitch. Training. I hate the fuck out of white people, dude. Till I die. Till I die and into eternity. Training. He should have told him to kiss his ass then. Because I'm sure he has a severance package after 17 years. He probably gets so many hundreds of millions of dollars and he goes away. Lemon has not been on the air since Thursday, when he said in a discussion at the age of politicians, when he said in a discussion about the ages of politicians that Haley 51 was not, quote, in her prime. What he's supposed to say, the bitch is a young petite flower? No. I can't. Do they have a picture of that bitch? Strange that I ain't seen a picture of this bitch. They defend her to the hilt, but no picture. You feel
Ordinary
me?
brand.
You would think that they would just offer up, All right, let's just go. Well, I need to see what they had to go into training for. Anchor Donna will return to work Wednesday after she receives formal training for his comment about Republican bitch and white whore on CNN's This Morning. Network CEO Chris Lick, another Zionist, said in an email to employees Monday night. Donna has not been on the air since Thursday when discussing just blah blah blah. So I guess that's the statement, that she's not in her prime. So what? I'm never in the right place on this fucking planet, man. Because I would just find that bitch and say, you look like the fucking Wicked Witch of the West, bitch. You look like a prune. So you're not in your prime. And just really just do it. I am stunned, Donna wrote. After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought someone in management would have had the decency to tell me directly, no, because you're still a nigga. But you got comfortable. You thought you had it made. You got your little white demon that's, screwing you in the butt every night. And you have a white world. And they're all grinning in your face with those pathetic grins that only white people possess. And you thought you were in. You thought you were in. That someone in management would have had the decency. Well, that's your mistake right there, my friend. There are no decent white people. That goes to character, and they don't have any. In a tweet, CNN refuted Donna's account as, quote, inaccurate, end quote. Well, what was inaccurate about it then, CNN? Defend your position. The network said he was offered a chance to meet with management, but, quote, instead released a statement on Twitter, end quote. No, because that would be libel. And you're CNN, and I'm sure you would bring a lawsuit if that was the case. Provable libel, you don't run from that lawsuit. You run directly to court because you're going to get at least an out-of-court settlement. When you know you can prove libel, but if it never happened, it never happened. And I'm inclined to believe him. Because the statement is a quote, and it sounds like someone who has been hurt. It's enough for you to be fired from a job, but it's hurtful. You've been there 17 years and they didn't tell you to your face. Like but there's more evidence, but there's more credence to it because he says in his statement that that his agent, he was informed by his agent. So is he and the agent lying, CNN? It's inaccurate. He was offered an opportunity to meet with management, but instead released a statement on Twitter. Don't believe you. CNN CEO Chris Zionist said that the network and DONNA have, quote, parted ways, end quote, according to a memo provided to NBC News on Monday. No, you didn't part ways. You fired him. That's not parting ways. Parting ways, we both say goodbye, and I say, okay, talk to you later, and I go my way. That's parting ways. DONNA will forever be a part of the CNN family, and we thank him for his contribution over the past 17 years. And they said the vomit. We wish him well, and it's all white lies, and we're nothing but fucking bullshit. And here's his tweet, terminated by CNN. I'm stunned. After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought someone in management would have had DC to tell him directly. At no time was I ever given an indication that I would not be able to continue to do the work I have loved at the network. It's clear that there are some larger issues at play. With that said, I want to, I don't know what. How much more of this? We're not going to get through all of this. And we probably don't need it. Lemon joined CNN in 2006 after anchoring at NBC Chicago and working as correspondent for NBC News, The Today Show, and NBC Nightly News. DONNA first came under fire in February during fuck the Haley bullshit. The bitch is not in her prime. She's a fossil. I'll tell her to her face. While discussing a suggestion by Haley, was no longer in her prime. The comment was made while discussing a suggestion by Haley, the bitch that claims she's so injured and oh my god that they're all protecting. A suggestion by Haley that candidates over the age of 75 should be subject to mental competency exams. So she can say that, but he can say she's not. But he can't say she's not in her prime. That she's a young 3-year-old flower, radiant and perfect. White hypocrisy. The whore isn't in her prime. Sorry, DONNA said. When a woman is considered to be in her prime, when a woman is considered to be in her prime in her 20s, 30s, and 40s, and maybe her 40s. When pushed by co-anchor Poppy, DONNA told her not to, quote, shoot the messenger. He spoke the truth. Listen, there's a lawsuit there, dude. There's a lawsuit. And he's Don Lemon. Because all you got to do is go out and find a gynecologist, an OBGYN, a few female and male psychiatrists and psychologists who will all march into a court of law before a magistrate and say, all the data shows that a woman is no longer in her prime at 51 like she is when she's 40 or 30 or when she's 19 or 20. I could fucking represent the case, my damn self. I mean, he has a multi-million-dollar lawsuit right there. because this is defamation. And if this does turn out to be connected to the loss of his job, there's some implications there. It's a whole thing. He should just go out with a bang. Sue fucking everybody. Throw darts at everything and see what sticks. The Zionist told employees that DONNA agreed to partake in training following public backlash to his comments. He should have refused. But he can later say he was coerced and he felt threatened and pressured. That would work. He also told Semaphore earlier this month that both CNN and DONNA have, quote, moved on, end quote, from the issue. Really? Seems like somebody hasn't moved on. Because white people never let shit go. I always tell you that. Don't you ever let shit go. I don't care if it's on your job or just in general in society greater than I'm suggesting to you. All of it. Always hold a grudge on fucking white people because they don't let shit go. That is a fact. That's a fact. And they'll never tell you the truth about that or anything else, quite frankly. Always hold a grudge. So they've not moved on. DONNA is a lightning rod because he really came to prominence during an era where that was celebrated and encouraged in prime time, the Zionists said. But a Variety report published 5 April alleged that DONNA had a long history of questionable behavior towards women. It wouldn't be questionable, he's gay. So, I mean, what you can't make the same air about him that you could for a straight man. You feel me? He don't want these bitches. Period. And I would hope he wouldn't want their white ass even people straight. The report was based on more than a dozen former and current colleagues, which means nothing because they were all white, Variety said, who describes DONNA as openly hostile to women at the network. Well, if you listen, white people, especially white bitches, will play that damsel in distress shit in a heartbeat just out of jealousy, and white people are jealous. Do you understand? They're jealous. That's where jealousy flows from. That's why any of humanity even knows the word jealousy. It comes from white people. Okay. I want to get to Tucker. This is just not. I've heard enough about DONNA. But there might be something that's exculpatory here. Just a little bit more. Most of the sources spoke anonymously. You see? Because they were lying white bitches. And also, I would suggest to you, if we could see any of them, they look like the fucking Wicked Witch of the North anyway. So, they wouldn't be desirable to anyone. And they're probably just old, pathetic white bitches with nothing going on. You know, they're stage hands and makeup people or some bullshit. They're no real, they're not, I mean, Don Lemon is a household name. Once you reach the anchor desk and you're the standard bearer of a nightly news show, that's the creme de la creme of a journalism career. Period. And, white people can accuse you of being hostile and all that kind of shit just out of nowhere for no reason. Just because they're sick-minded as a whole. So they spoke anonymously. NBC News has not independently verified the allegations, but we'll print them, but we haven't verified them. A spokesperson for DONNA said in a statement to NBC News following the report that it was, quote, amazing and disappointing that Variety would be so reckless, end quote. The story, quote, the story, which is riddled with patently false anecdotes and no concrete evidence is entirely based on unsourced, unsubstantiated 15-year-old anonymous gossip, the statement said. Responding to an NBC News request for comment, CNN referred to statements it made to Variety that DONNA denied the allegations and that the network, regarding a specific allegation from 2008, was unable to, quote, corroborate the allegation, the alleged events from 15 years ago, end quote. Because it didn't fucking happen. I'm over it. They're just trying to dirty him up, man. I can't stand fucking Donna Lemon, but I will defend the principle all day. Period. I need to understand Tucker's bitch ass exits Fox News. Exits. That's far different than the bitch was fired. Wait now.
To get your best night's sleep,
shut the fuck up.
You need to sleep in something extraordinary.
Oh my God.
Woven with a silk.
Well, where is it? Okay, I need a story. I don't need a video. Alright, we'll have to do Tucker separate. Fuck. I need to contrast them. I know there's a connection, you guys. I know it. But I can't present it the way that I want to present. Let me go back to the other page and see if there's something, one last hope. It's all Donna. Alright. We're gonna have to go with fucking Tucker's bitch ass. Tucker Carlson. Departs. Well, we'll do CNN. Fox News parts ways. You see, Donna is just out, bitch. But there's parting. He left. He went on a cruise. You know. I mean, we're already seeing hints of double standard. Tucker Carlson ousted at For Now NPR. Ousted that now. All right. This is from David Folkenflick. Not making that up. That's his name. In an austere four-sentence statement, Fox News announced Monday that primetime bastard fucker Carlson is leaving the network. Effective immediately. Is leaving. Quote, Fox News Media and the bastard have agreed to part ways, end quote. The network said in a statement released by a spokesperson. Quote, we thank him for his service to the network and as a host, and prior to that, a contributor, end quote. Fox said that the bastard's last day hosting his show was Friday, 21st April. Suzanne Scott and somebody Zionist, the chief executives of Fox News and its parent company, Fox Corp, respectively, had decided the bastard's fate on Friday, a source with knowledge told NPR. Yet even after Fox released its statement on Monday morning, the network will still the network was still promoting an interview between the bastard and presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. Ramaswamy. You will not be president. That was to have aired later that night. The bastard had signed off of Friday's show by wishing viewers the best weekend and telling them he'd be back on Monday. He did not respond to a request for comment from NPR. The ouster of Fox's top opinion host comes less than a week after Fox settled an epic defamation lawsuit by an election technology company for more than $787 million. Dominion voting system sued over segments promoting bogus claims that election frauds cheated then President Bastard Orange Puff of victory in 2020. Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. And this is a little random, but I have to say this in the context of lawsuits, everybody, because this kid that was supposed to be buying my car, that's a debacle. But he was in a car accident. He totaled his car. And he's from India. So I was telling him, you live in it. You're now in America. This is a very litigious society. The best thing on earth that can happen to you, hear me very carefully, my people. The best thing on earth that can happen to you in this asshole of the devil is if you're in any major accident or something like that and you survive. Hopefully not that hurt. Because now you get money. It all changes. Don't ever, 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 ever miss an opportunity to sue and get money. Don't miss it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Even if you're a passenger in a car, it's just a fender bender. You roll out of the passenger door and start screaming, my neck and my back. I'm not being funny. Your neck and your back, because when they quantify pain and suffering, it's hard to put a dollar amount on pain in your back and your neck. And that can be chronic. So the award is greater. The side fighting for you can ask for a way higher number because of foreseen, and they can add all sorts of other personal injury to that and things like that. One of my used to be good friends was a claims adjuster. He's the guy that when you're, if I'm, your attorneys call me, I'm the guy saying, we don't want to pay that. You feel me? But he also showed me a book where they have what an arm is worth, what a liver is worth, what an eye is worth, what a hip is worth, you know, and these are the parameters for which, like, what they will pay out. But his job is to try to argue as close to that number as possible, you know, the claims adjuster. So, as I was telling this brother, you need to say your neck and your back. You understand? You are losing sleep. You're traumatized. I just gave him a list of shit like get money, get money, get money, get money, get money. Because I didn't make the rules. That's the law of the land. Get money. The bastard featured in Dominion's voting system lawsuit. Yet he is also the focus of a lawsuit from his former senior booking producer, Abby Zionist Grossberg, who filed two separate suits. Producers suing the bastard for sex discrimination celebrated. Okay. In a lawsuit filed in the Southern District of New York, the Zionists accused the bastard and Fox of sexism and harassment, alleging that his show's workplace was replete with examples of misogyny. Her lawsuit claims, among other things, that mock-up photographic images depict then U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, quote, in a bathing suit revealing her cleavage, end quote, and that staffers were polled on two separate occasions on which of two female candidates for Michigan governor they would rather have sex with. That's typical white male bullshit. That just is. I'm over it. We've heard enough about Tucker because they're not. We're getting all this anecdotal bullshit, and there's no real like. This is why he's out at Fox. This is why Donna is out at CNN. Although there was a little bit more insinuation with Donna than there was with the bastard. So I still maintain my hypothesis, and I will be looking to prove that, because obviously people are clamoring for this story. So I have to expect that we're going to get real answers at some point. And I suggest to you that this mediocre thing that Donna Lemon did, and if they say he went to training and it was all fine, then he should be totally in the clear. They said they had nothing to substantiate the 2015 or whatever it was allegations or some bullshit, something that didn't happen. So we don't know why he's out. So that leaves the void. So in that void, I maintain what I've been saying from the beginning. This bastard, their top standard bearer, their top rated person on Fox is this bastard ass fucking Tucker Carlson. This piece of shit who is an antagonist for African people, especially. And always as something racist, uses somebody else as his excuse to say some shit. And then sister, is this just a way for President Obama to just give welfare checks to black people? And he sits there with that inquisitive, like, I'm really trying to be a real journalist looking shit. That's the type of white boy you just want, like a carload of niggas just waiting outside of his job to just rack him up when he get off work. Just, oh my God. So he's out. But he was our antagonist. Their main guy they put up for us. And you think it's just coincidental that the main black dude at CNN is out? Because while I have issues with Donna, I also recognize that a lot of black people like Donna Lemon. That's the fact of it. That's the fact of it. You know. Wow. Let me see what you guys are saying, dude. I mean, we don't have anything concrete. And if CNN had something affirmative, they wouldn't be. And if they're claiming that he lied about why he was fired, or that he chose to go on Twitter, if that was even remotely true, they would have just revealed. Then they would have defended their position by saying, "Here's why we let him go." You know, I mean, it doesn't have. So I promise you, this, and the fact that Donna's language is stunned. Because, like, you know when you've done something wrong. Like, oh, shit, I might get fired, you know. But stunned. I believe him. And that connotes to me there was nothing on the table. There was nothing that he needed to be worried about. And this came out of left field. And it just so happens on the same day as Tucker Carlson, you got better odds in Vegas. It doesn't have the ring of truth, everybody. Does not have the ring of truth. Just does not have it. Does not have it. Does not have it. Allison Bleb. You say, Jedi, we were referring to Harry Belafonte when talking about if he was married to someone white. I know, we were talking about somebody else. Dexter King. Yeah. San. You're back, Jedi. Yeah. This is probably from before I started yakking, so sorry, you guys. Andrea, another shout out to you. I like what happened. I was like, what happened? Yeah, I had to update the whole, do a major update on the streaming software that I use. I hope that was our problem. Because it was a major update. When I clicked to update it, it was just like, I'm like, oh. You know, and I don't know the last time I updated it. So, I hope that was our issue. Cheryl, you say hello, Jedi, once again. And Cheryl, why are you working? What do you do? Because even earlier when you were like, when I get off shift or something, I'm like, why is anybody working at this hour? Like, I don't understand. Anyways, yes, do hit the thumbs up button, everybody. Hit the thumbs up. Thumbs up the stream. Make sure you thumbs up. Thank you for that, Cheryl. The LV Glam, big shout out to you. Yes. Harry told Eartha Kitt, no black woman can do anything for me. What? Listen, I'm gonna forgive him his faults. If indeed he said that, he's 96 when he passed just now. You know, I don't know what chapter of life that was for him. You know, maybe he wasn't enlightened the entire time. All that. So that's relative, you know. It's all fine. San, I hit the thumbs up button as well, yes. Miss Christie, good evening to you and a big shout out. Hello, Jedi. Great to see you back doing videos. Not so much, but I am here right now. Simply Son, not his diaper. Yeah, you understand? Like, it just infuriated me that people were... Man, that was the biggest smokescreen ever pulled, dude. Bernie Sanders won every fucking thing. Joe Biden was out of money. People have a short memory. You can go back and look at the articles that his campaign put out. All the shit they were about to suspend his campaign. He was out of money. He had nobody attending his events at fucking all. They pulled a hocus pocus on you in fucking South Carolina with that. James Clyburn, that's the bitch who needs to die. Looks just like Uncle Ruckus. Dark-skinned black man with fucking glasses and that hair. Damn. Why aren't we hearing about him dying today? How old is his bitch ass? Maybe he's near death. These people have to die, dude. They have to die. How old is James Clyburn? And don't piss me off. Jim Clyburn is 82 He's 82. That's not old enough. He still could die, though. '82. Take your bitch ass someplace and die. Fucker, damn. But there he was. In South Carolina with those fucking weak ass Christians. We know Joe. And he is the fucking poorest district in fucking South Carolina. And he's been on Capitol Hill for 50,000 years. I hate the fuck out of black people like that, dude. Anyways. Where am I? Yeah. The bastard's in a diaper. I'm over it. Cheryl, you say Donna definitely got his nigga wake up moment. Yep. You know. And like I say, Tucker Carlson will definitely get an independent show, probably even still on Fox. He's going to have another show. Watch what I tell you. But Donna, I don't know. Cheryl, Donna used to talk shit about black people, especially black men. Yeah, he's had his moments, you see, and he definitely had turned me like the fuck off. I was like, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, you know. But there's still a lot of black people that liked him. Cheryl, he spoke the truth about those two white feminists, Poppy and Caitlyn. He worked with at CNN. Son, that's to Cheryl. Donna definitely spoke the truth. I read that. Oh no. To those white feminist bitches, Poppy and Caitlyn, about Nikki Haley not being in her prime because she isn't. Period. The bitch is a fossil. And remember that 51 white is not the same as 51 black. Do you understand? I'm 56 years old sitting here in front of you. And there's a lot of 56-year-old white people that look like they are the fucking Crypt Keeper. Monique, a shout out to you. Long time no see. Hello, Jedi. Hello, King. Good to see you back on. And they were looking for a way to get rid of him for a while now. You know, and also he had, it's an interesting thing, because take my feelings about him out of it for just only a moment. He also had a certain cover because, you know, because he's gay and he's got the white lover, and him and Chris fucking Cuomo every night with all their I love you and I love you, and I've seen a dentist over that for all the teeth I lost just for that. And but there was times when he still, even though he was pissing me off and other black people, there was still times when he was pissing fucking white people off. You see, because a small bubble had been made by accident or just by will of the universe, whatever you want to call it, that there was he could say some things, you know, and he did, you know. So he had moments, you know. There were moments where I'm like, okay, I still can't stand your bitch ass, but okay, you know. But he would be guilty from now on as being a misogynist if that theory that the bitch was saying turns out to be the reason or whatever. But Tucker, a racist from hell, will get a show. Watch what I'm telling you. Watch. CT last. He has already lawyered up, they said in Today. Okay, good. And surprising that Donna didn't go to law school, because most of your people sitting up there as anchors on television, they have a law degree. I need everybody to thumbs up, everybody. We got people sitting out there that are not thumbsing up. Thumbs up the stream. Hit the like button. Take a moment to thumbs up. Otherwise, take your ass somewhere and die off in a fucking corner. We don't have time for disunity here. We don't have it. If you can't be kind, then take your bitch ass someplace and die. You and your entire family. Allison Bleb, so casual about him finding his Louis Vuitton heel hilarious. Because that's been my ongoing thing with him. Like, you know, I would say Donna Lemon and her heels, her Louis Vuitton, her Christian Louis Vuitton heels. Cheryl, Jedi, Donna was a proxy at CNN for how those white supremacists feel about all black men. Best believe. There's a lot to say there. I mean, like, in what context? Like, you know, are we, like, how do you mean? Anjane, laughing out loud. Give him the game, Jedi. My arm, back, neck, shoulders, knees, toes, and mental health are still injured. Now pay up. With money bag emojis. You are killing me. Am I getting a phone call? I am. Oh, I need to take this. Hold on, y'all. Shalom. You gotta hear um um oh damn it. It escapes me. Um mhm. I know, dude. I know. One of my one of my buddies that lives in the valley took a picture with Smokey years ago. He's had that pulled back face for years. He's a vegan, he's vegetarian, he's a bunch of stuff, but he looks like a wax figure. I'm just saying. Yeah, yeah. Like be careful. hmm Ah. hmm Okay. 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 I know. You mentioned it. Yes. So, yeah. Okay. No problem. And I'll make sure things stay, just like you're gonna text me the address. Works for me. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This phone is burning up, y'all, because it's hot in here and just my devices are hot. Okay, maybe I'll just turn this like not off, but like don't have it lit up because my tablet is not hot. Yeah, it's cool as a cucumber. I'm good. Um, yeah, Anjane, that's as I promise you, like I'm not even mad at some of these pieces I've seen where this is one Asian bitch because they were showing about how people scam, like just to have insurance claims. The bitch, dude knew she gonna scam, so he's coming up slow, and then he stops like, "Fuck this bitch! I'm gonna stay back here." And it's not going down. Don't you know she still came to his car and then threw herself on the car and fell out on and still fell all out on the ground. Like an Asian bitch, like a little roly poly. She wasn't really too fat, but she was just enough to be funny, man. I'm not really mad. Like, I mean, and this dude and this brother, he's the lady that hit him. She was on drugs. So after she hit him the first time and totaled his car from the back, then she hit him again because I guess her car was still operational, and then she was actually pushing his car. Like it was a whole thing, and it was a whole thing. He had to pull out a gun on her. Like I'm like, get money, please. Um, Najee Vaughn. My glasses. Oh, bastard. That's not showing up over here. Why isn't this moving? I cannot. Did I miss it? Najee Vaughn. Don Lemon is going to sue. I hope so. And it'll just be a principal move because he does not need the money. I promise you. I don't know what his contract is at CNN, but I know it's in the millions. Monique, as he should. Cheryl, Jedi, I had to see you in between my 15-minute breaks when I was working, but my shift ended an hour and a half ago. Well, where are you at? Where are you at again, Cheryl? So now I'm back, bro. Anjane, I don't give anyone a pass for coming at black women. 96 or 106. You can still get it. Retract your statement and then I will consider it. But I still respect Jedi's decision to give him a pass. But I'm with you, but not on this, because in my mind, no white bitch is injured at all. You feel me? That I don't believe it. I even had a situation, one of my last jobs, my last official job before I opened my business. I had taken a temp job, and I was working at a Staples distribution center. This white bitch, this little white unicorn ass bitch, we're buffering, that worked with me. I didn't have 2 words to say to the bitch. Don't you know, I came in there one day and I said to the chick that was the main person, because they knew I have to go pray. They didn't have no problem with that. But something this day, and she was like, yeah, she said she was something. This white bitch told her she was afraid of me, which, as the bitch should be. But I hadn't done anything to deliberate. You understand? So didn't I terrorize that bitch after that, though? So I'm just, it does, trust me, it gives me no joy to give him any benefits of doubts, but Cheryl, James Clyburn needs to take his old Ricky coward ass somewhere. God damn, no, he needs to die. That's the only thing that will make me happy. Because if you saw some of his town halls that he had when he goes back to South Carolina, he's unapproachable, he's dismissive. It's a bunch of old ass fucking Christians sitting up in there who can't fucking count, who are from the fucking slave era, and that's who he's exploiting. And when Marcel Dixon was trying to get traction to challenge him in the district, he didn't win. Oh man, I wish I lived there, dude. It's a whole thing, man. Fuck him. I need him to die. Sure, Jedi, you ain't 56 years old, dude. Quit playing. On my mama, I promise you. Anjane, that's to Cheryl. Oh, yes, he is. He said it on Jedi Africa channel, and I almost dropped my phone. Then Anjane was born in the mid-70s, right? No, I was born in 1967. Monique, yes, and he gave Cuomo information on his brother's case as well. No, the Cuomo dude was defending this. It got scandalized because it's a whole thing. Allison, just seeing your response. Harry Belafonte married white people. If he did make that comment to Eartha Kitt, that's really off too. I think it's weird that Cuomo, Miss Donna Lemon, the fucker, and fucker are leaving the networks all around the same time period. No, Cuomo's been out, hasn't he? I saw something a long time ago, like, because his brother has been under fire, because his there's Quist and there's, fuck it, just Cuomo. He's been out. Maybe they are replacing them with cloned news reporters. Cheryl will, Jedi will, God bless you and your 56 years, love. Allison, he was out a year ago, but still it's in the same decade. Well, that doesn't count, Allison. Cheryl, you don't look 56 years old. And I don't get my respect either, you know? Like, I just don't get my respect. Because people don't think I'm as old as I am. Andrea, they did boot Cuomo, brother. Yeah. Sure, Jedi Chris Cuomo was fired from CNN around August of 2020. Right, it's been a while. Like, not enough to be being brought up now, Allison Blib. I mean, you had enough there with just the contrast in the other ones. You didn't need the Cuomo thing. It really was overkill, quite frankly. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on the East Coast. Almost 11. So, summation. My summation is this, everybody. I end where I began, and that is at Harry Belafonte. You know, it's you know, it's funny because there's no end to the number of videos and stuff like that you see a lot of black people producing about the strife of us, and you know, and like the end is near basically and all this, but nobody is wanting or trying to do anything, you know. So when we lose somebody like Carrie Belafonte, and I can't even really name who all is of real value that's left, you know, I don't put him in the same vein as Harry Belafonte, but Dr. Claude Anderson is up there in age, you know. Louis Farrakhan is up there in age. Who else do we have? Like I say, the entire King family is out. We don't care. That is irrelevant and insignificant. I mean, we just don't really have anybody anyway, you know, but you still need those voices out there that still have sway with the culture, and Harry Belafonte was that. You know, even Aretha Franklin used to just show up, Dr. King, whatever they needed. They'd bring money or write a check, whatever it was, that was it. You know, and we're not replacing the voices. So, you know, I don't have a worldwide platform, but I'm certainly somebody who's willing to be the voice, you know, but not just a voice. It's got to be action and all that stuff. But I tried that already. So, you know, I'm leaving. I've left. I've moved to Africa. So I'm not an option really, you know. But who, you know, we're not raising future leaders that understand and that so would naturally have the fire based on their knowledge. You know, I mean, black people are just giving up and giving in. You know, it's a shame, man. I don't even know the word. It's just like where the state of us. I saw something, I don't know where I saw it. Fuck I know, but I guess it was some NFL people training someplace. And it was some white devil, you know, they were jumping from one line to the next or whatever the fuck they do, and it just was like, it just, I mean, it's too much to even, because it's everything. It's everything, man. It's everything. You saw when I showed you the video of him accepting the award at the NAACP, they were showing different people in the audience, but one person stood out was Sam Jackson. Sam Jackson's been in every fucking movie made by humanity. Like, he's at a point now where you should just count the movies he's not in, and that will be a lot easier than trying to count up all the shit he's in. And what has he done? What's he doing? What? I will say Danny Glover was out there doing a lot of activism. You know, he's an amazing humanitarian, and you know, there's some things that Danny Glover has done, but I mean, it's just when you don't have any voices left, you are completely disarmed. Completely disarmed. Verbally and physically, you are disarmed as a people. And every time they do one of these school shootings, they want you to sing the praise of gun control. So they come and take the guns from you. White people are not giving up their fucking guns. I don't give a fuck what happens in this bitch. Because they don't identify with anything else other than violence. Which is what we need to understand, that violence is the only way to get what the fuck we deserve and to get them to stay the fuck away from us. These two lawmakers, I wanted to do a piece on them. These two young kids, I forget what state it's in. I feel like it's, I don't know. It's either, I don't know. Anyways, but these two young brothers that the legislature basically canceled them, threw them out of the legislature, so to speak. But there was a white bitch. There was 3 of them. Apparently, people were marching for gun control. They wanted the legislature to do something about it, and They thought they were going to be the champions of gun control and safety and shit, which you should never buy into safety. Your only safety concern should be your own fucking people. So both y'all dumb niggas need to go sit the fuck down. You should have been removed from the fucking whatever. But it was a white bitch. They were removed and she wasn't. There's no question in my mind. That bitch befriended them like she's on their team and then made it look like she was the inside informant. No question in my mind about it. Because they were sanctioned and thrown out, but she wasn't. Come on, dude. I mean, but they are dumb as fuck for even trusting white people at any level for anything. You get burned, that's your own damn fault. Because you should have known not to fucking trust white people at all cost. So we can't have any sympathy for any black people that get tangled up because they trusted white people. Period. Period. So I wanted to do something on them, but, you know, but I used them because their whole issue was gun control. And that's just not a black issue. It's just not. Because every black person should be having a gun. The Second Amendment don't say you have to legally have a firearm. It don't say what age or nothing. So you should just have you a gun that you got from Ray Ray or some kind of chopper. You feel me? You're supposed to have some heat and be over it. But trying to join them on gun control. What is this? Is there comments I didn't read? A little piece of me dies every time, you know, I hear somebody say, I have white friends. I was watching this something and this comedian goes, now I have a lot of white friends. I just immediately just went to something else. And it's just a comedian. Like, I don't want to even hear that shit at all. You got white friends, you don't have me. Fuck you. Allison, I'm not going down that road with you again. The earth is not a globe. End of argument. End of discussion. We're done. That's it. You said you got a receipt. There's no receipt you're going to bring me that I've not already looked at. I don't arrive at anything on propagandistic influence or anything. I reason, I study, and I vet anything that I come to decisions on in life. The earth is not a fucking globe, period. It's just not. Now, if you have a receipt you want to show me, I'll just look at it so I can say, I told you I've already seen this already. But I'm happy to look at it. And the only receipt you're going to be able to bring me that will be of any convincing is you're going to show me now the spaceship that you built and you flew up and you took an actual picture of the earth that is unequivocal and oh my God. Cheryl, Dr. Claude Anderson is the truth. He's been fighting for black people for most of his life. Dr. Anderson is the real deal. Yeah, he is. Allison, very true. Claude Anderson is actually doing things. I don't know if he's really doing anything. He's certainly been very, he's definitely given us a lot of knowledge. Cheryl, you say Dr. Claude Anderson is a real one. He is our elder. Let's keep giving him and Mr. Farrakhan their flowers while they are still here. Well, he's not the same as Farrakhan. Farrakhan is Dr. Claude Anderson could not call a 2 million men to the mall on a flyer. Farrakhan did and could still. I mean, no shade. I'm just trying to make the distinction. Anjane, most black men today are strong for no reason. All the muscles mean nothing. Mentally, I can't think of anyone willing to risk it all. When one barely stands up, they don't get the support. They don't get the support and fold. That's the damn truth, man. And I always wonder, like, but I discern this over the years. Niggas are posing for other niggas. That's what it is, homie. That's what it is. All that woofing and buffing, that's all for other niggas. That's all. That's it. You know, when after Dylan Roof murdered the people in South Carolina, the first thing that I saw when I went looking for something to put together to do a piece on it was grown-ass, mandingo-looking-ass black men from the community, from the church, doing a fucking prayer circle. I can't. That's to Cheryl. Allison, I actually saw Omar Johnson speak in person. Wow. Where did you... Where and when, Allison? I wouldn't mind seeing him. I would like to speak to him. Because he knows of me. Because when they were trying to sanction him for calling himself a psychiatrist versus a psychologist or some different... Anyways, I did a whole long video. It's on this channel. And when I saw his video, he couldn't think of my name. He was like, and there was this one brother that really, you know, and he just gave me high marks and everything. He knows who I am. So I would just like to meet him and have a conversation with him one-on-one. Cheryl, Jedi, the two black dudes you are referring to, both of their first names is Justin. Yeah, that also made me sick. I'm glad you mentioned that, Cheryl, because I fucking hate that name on black boys. Justin. Oh, I'm getting worked up. Just even you've got me worked up now. Now I'm worked up. Allison, ha ha ha. It was a joke. I wanted to see your reaction about my cloak. I'm gonna stab you, Allison. That's gonna be my reaction. Monique, I agree. She betrayed them. Yeah. And it was a fat white bitch too at that. That just makes it just even, you feel me? Just Cheryl, those two dumbass bootlicking Negroes trusted the white politician bitch. Yep. It's such a shame, man. But while we all discuss this, any of you understand my brothers who have children and you're not turning them into fucking warriors, I hate your bitch ass too. You are a problem. Because you're not offering the next generation. If you're just putting more Justins out there and these young fuckers who have white friends and they come to your house and you know about them and your kids are talking white and they don't know anything about anything, you're the problem. You're helping to just wipe out the warrior class, and then everybody's just going to be fucking mixed up with fucking white people. No more big dicks for nobody because you're going to be mixed up with fucking white people. You understand? So that won't be good. Our children won't look like us. They don't sound like us. Now you're into reparations where it's like, well, who would get reparations? Because I'm telling you right now, none of these mixed people are getting a fucking reparation check over my fucking dead body. You should have chose black, bitch. Because they were like, well, I'm mixed. So they're going to be mixed up to a check. Then they're going to suddenly try and claim they black. Nah, bitch. Nah. I'm just telling you, there's long-term implications to this, everybody. Long-term implications. We're losing. We're losing. We're losing. And, you know, I always have to remind myself, prophets are never appreciated in their own lifetime. I am not a prophet, but I am a warner. And I will be one of those who will be appreciated fully after I'm no longer here. Sadly. Allison, not into the flat earth stuff, but they are definitely lying about our land masses, etc. Well, you don't need to be into it, Allison, because what's beautiful about the truth is it doesn't need you. Thank God. Do you understand? Simply Sandra. Good night. Okay, it's 11:10. Jedi, love you very, love you. Oh, I love you, everyone in chat. Goodbye. I have an early morning Zoom meeting. It is 11:04 Eastern time. Okay, good night, San. And thank you for being a part of the stream, and thank you so much. And I'm landing. These other comments just popped in as I was doing my summation. I thought I'd read them. That's to San. Anjane, Umar Johnson is who I thought would be our generation's role model. He is definitely a great orator. However, he needs some work. Listen, but I don't know why his name didn't come to mind. You know, he's doing his thing, but I think that's the thing. Maybe nobody has said to him, look, you got to just lead. You're going to have to form something and lead, man. Okay, you're doing your school and all that, but fuck school for right now. The last thing black folks need is school. We're schooled up to here. We good. Because the shit we need to know is not what we're learning. It's not. The first thing a black child needs to understand is the white man is the devil, and you don't have shit to do with them. That's the first order of education before they even know their name. I'm dead ass. And from there, the next tier of curriculum, they need to understand what their true history is and what their place is and their history has been in this bitch. And there has to be either they should be taken, or certainly something should be set up so that by at least when they turn 18, they have picked at least one African country. Don't matter, pick one of the 54 and take your bitch ass to Africa for at least 2 weeks. You feel me? A month, whatever. Just you are going to Africa so that you experience. That's a rite of passage. You have to go to Africa. This is the type of education our kids need. Do you understand? And economics and geopolitics. How do we raise the next generation to obliterate China so that they can't fucking have any access to China, to African resources and do business there, and anybody else that's not black? How do we stamp out fucking white people from doing any fucking thing? I mean, this is the education that our kids need. We're wasting time on the earth with the shit that's not important, because nothing else matters if we can't get past these fucking people and shut them the fuck down. Nothing else matters. Nothing else. And I don't know if you saw it on Janae, but I was showing, well, I showed part of it in over on Jedi Africa, this interview that I did with one of the brothers, and we were talking about, he brought up Dr. Umar Johnson, you know, but you know, he's not perfect, and I don't appreciate where he stands on Islam, you know, but what are you gonna do? But we need him. J9, big shout out to you. Hey, Jedi. Allison, I saw Umar Johnson years ago. He is great. During a Kwanzaa event, I really enjoyed it. Beautiful energy from him and the crowd that was there. He's not perfect, but they sabotage him. Yeah, but I think enough of us know who he is, you know, and so we got a good gauge of him. You know, I don't even like that he has to say everything fucking 3 times. That bugs the fuck out of me. Like, you said it 3 times already. I mean, I don't remember him always being like that from the time I ever knew who he was. Like, he literally says everything 3 times. But it just dawns on me that's only in his videos, because when you see him in interviews, he doesn't do that. You know, and he's visible, and he's known, he's out there, you know, that's the dude, man. Somebody like that, whatever they don't have, you anoint them as leader, and then we tell them what they need to be. That's what you do for leaders. If leaders don't come with what you need, what everybody agrees, not like you get a fucking little bullshit ass opinion and shit, but everybody could see this is something that needs to be whatever, you know. You have to push leaders along, you know. And he comes preloaded with a lot of things, you know, so that's positive. Yeah, I just yeah, he's definitely somebody that would be a candidate as far as I'm concerned, you know. Yeah, Dr. Umar Johnson. Wow. It's I just don't know what people do in their daily life all day. Our people, you know, like just from one moment, if I could just be invisible and just go into black households all over this fucking country, just see what are fucking people doing all goddamn day. What are they doing? What's holding their attention? What are they interested in? What are they spending their time on? That they're not understanding this, you know? I don't know. And it's hard for somebody like me, you know, when you genuinely and truly love our people, everybody, you know, it's you know, it's you don't choose this, it chooses you, you know. Because there's, over my lifetime, there's been so many times I just wish I didn't give a fuck, you know, that I just was like everybody else or most people, you know, and it wasn't sometimes on my mind, and I just kind of like, you know, I don't know what that is to be that. I don't know what that is. I can't know, you know, because that's not my reality. And, yeah, I just, man. But long term, you know, you think about you only have so much time on Earth, and you just, at least for me, that's why my move to Africa was so important, because I just thought, I cannot waste the rest of my life. I will live my only existence fully wrapped up in this. And that's a noble thing if you got an organization and you're making waves or you're making some things happen. But if you're not, it's a waste of time. You know? It's like you go to start your car. You really checked everything that would make that car start, and it's not starting. At some point, you just close the door and lock it up and just make other plans of how you could, where the fuck you going. Like, it's become a waste of time now, you know? And that's how I feel. Like, you know? We should be at all-out war every day in this fucking country with white people since whenever, until we just destroyed them completely off. Because there's more of us than them, and they're weaker. Eventually, we would have annihilated them completely off, just like they did the fucking natives. We could have done it, you know? And, to this day, they're still training and buying up fucking guns, and they're preparing for when they're not the majority, which they're not the majority. It's getting harder and harder to see they white ass, at least from my perspective, you know. And that's a good thing. But we were not meant to live this way, to go our entire life. How many hours have we been on here that I have to fucking deal with even their existence? This is why I wish they were exterminated off the fucking earth. Because then you get to talk about other shit that matters. You can talk about the glory of God and creation and humanity and relationship and interpersonal stuff that really matters, and plans for the future, and how can we do something wonderful for the earth or for the neighbors or some, you know, just it would be a different conversation. Their existence is poison. The sight of them makes me vomit. The sight. There's fewer of them than everybody. They must be the devil. That's it. I'm clear about it. I'm clear. I'm clear. I'm clear. That's the devil. That's the devil. It just is. That's the devil. That's the devil. Meanwhile, you go someplace else on the earth. Now, of course, when I was still on the continent, obviously I'm coming from this shithole, so this bleeds into my conversation when certain things come up, or whoever I'm talking to, or whatever it is. But for me, that wouldn't be the conversation. It's exactly not about that. You know? So, that's the world you want to live in. Where you don't need to fucking think about their white ass. At all. At all. They are the stench upon humanity. And they have been the most disruptive to us, our people, across the earth. So, however anybody else wants to feel about them, that's their own prerogative. But we should hate the fuck out of these people. Because we've been cheated and are being cheated of so much life experience. Things don't even come into your mind because you're dealing with their white bullshit 24 hours a fucking day. It's always something. You understand? What we need, and God love Harry Belafonte and everybody else, but what we need is somebody to lead a physical revolt in this bitch. A physical revolt against them and any black people who think they want to be hugged up with them and defend them and shit. They are the enemy too. Period. They just are. They are the enemy. The lift is so heavy. You know, when you feel like you're standing on the mountain and you're the only one that can see over the horizon, you're like, y'all don't see, you don't see that right, you don't see that right there, you know. And you're like, well, what the fuck do your eyes see? We're looking at the same thing. It's just maddening, dude. Now Harry's gone. I'm telling you, when Farrakhan goes, that's going to be a darker day. A darker day. A darker day. A darker day because he really is the last of the Mohicans, who spans from that time to now, you know. Yeah, he's one of the last. He's the last, dude. We lose him, it's really all. It's like it's like as if you had something hanging by just a thread, just that one thread. It's good enough to hold it, but if you lose that thread, then whatever it is, all goes to hell. He's that thread. He's that one last thread, you know. You think about somebody like Tyler Perry, who we hear him paying off people's layaways, and you know, I know he does a lot of good behind the scenes, and things that we hear about gives you the sense that there's a lot of good going on. But that's not enough, Tyler. To whom much is given, much is required. We need to see you out front leading the charge for some shit. But again, anybody you're gonna name does not hate fucking white people the way they need to. If you don't hate anything, you won't exterminate it. It doesn't matter, from a roach to a person. I always give you the quote from the fucking Emperor in the Star Wars movies. Only your hatred can destroy me. That's it. That's it. Because they understand that principle. They understand that. Why do you think that Spielberg wrote that, or Lucas wrote that in the movie? Somebody wrote that. He didn't just, I think I'll say this line. Somebody wrote that. There's a whole concept for this movie. When they sat down, the whole idea of it, what does this mean, and blah, 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 blah. So somebody wrote that. That was a purposeful thought pattern, philosophy, line, all of it being written. Release, you have control of your fear. Now release your anger. Only your hatred can destroy me. Vader told him that, and the Emperor told him that. But it is a true principle. This empire had been ruling, had destroyed all the Jedi, had annihilated the Alliance, and now they were setting up for the final kill. And Luke is there by himself, and you're gonna do something. And they're just like, they're kind of like taunting him in his face, like, this little fucking Jedi dude, like, whatever, dude, like, you're not really, you just need to turn to the dark side and join us, you know. So they had no problem telling him the main ingredient. Your hatred, you're gonna have to hate me. That's it. Because hate is a useful motivator, necessary even. But what do Christians teach? You mustn't hate anyone. Love your enemy. Bitch, you just became my enemy by telling me that. How about that, Grandma? I mean, you know. So, it is what it is, man. Another great one gone. We'll find out what happened to Donna, or why anyway. As I say, I'm gonna still be trying to press to find. I know there's a correlation. I just have to be able to bring it and show it to you, to say I told you so. There, I'm right again. You know, because I know how white people are. I know how they operate, and I know that there are firm principles that do not change, and one of them is always us and them. And I know what Tucker Carlson meant for Fox News, and white industry and certainly white media always has us on their brain. 100%. They don't never stop thinking about our black ass. So you're never going to convince me that they did. Both these people just get fired on the same day. And they're both the #1 dude on their fucking network. But one is white, one is black. Tucker was out first. Was fired first. So I probably wouldn't feel this way if, I think I still would, but it's more telling even that he was fired and then, oh my God, we have to fire Donna Lemon. Nah. And, you know, they could have had other reasons why they wanted to fire Donna and all that, but why do it now? Because the value, because they agree. Because remember, there's only 6 people that run every fucking thing you read, see, and hear. They can all get in one room, even one car. Okay, fine, it's a limo, but they can all get in the same fucking booth at a restaurant too. So it's not this vast conglomerate of how many people would have to be involved in all this shit. It's 6 fucking people that run all of your major networks, all your studios, every newspaper, every magazine, all the shit you're going to see, read, and hear. They own it. They run it. It's nothing for one CEO to call up the other one Bob. It wouldn't be Bob. It'll be, give me a Zionist fucking name, some fake Jew name. Something, but it'll be a Zionist. And they call up and it happens. You understand? Something Steen, something Steinberg, Goldsmith, Waterloo, something, you know. And so it was just a phone call. Get rid of that Don Lemon. Because we can't have the niggers have a victory. They'll be glad about the firing of Tucker Carlson. You know. And then they're going to do the number on you where Donna is out, and then they're going to bring deliberately in somebody black. Just like when they got rid of that Melissa chick on MSNBC, used to have the braids. She was kind of light-skinned, but she had the braids, spoke with a little bit of a lisp. She used to have some dynamite shows on MSNBC. I think I was still living in Maryland. Got rid of her and brought in Joy Reid's bitch fucking ass. Bitch. I prayed for Joy Reid to fall down a fucking fire escape from a goddamn 1,800-story building, and the bitch keep tumbling, so she loses every limb by the time she gets to the bottom. I hate her that much. Fuck Joy Reid, bitch. Wench whore. You see? So, just like they did that Melissa chick like that, this will happen to Donna. Watch. He's out, and it'll be somebody black. Watch. Watch, watch, fucking watch. And if we were the right people, there wouldn't be a single black person anywhere in the country they could find to take that spot. On principle. That's what I'm cut from. That's what I'm cut from. That's what I'm cut from. You can't make me compromise on shit that I know is right. You're never gonna get that out of me. But I'm never that dude that's in that position. I don't work at CNN. I'm not a journalist. You know. To be that one, they come to and say, we'd like to offer you the desk job, you know, in Don Lemon's spot. Like, you need to kick fucking rocks. That's what you need to do. You understand? I'm not even there to even threaten the person who would try and get into the building to replace Don Lemon. I can't even do that. You understand? Wow. Anyway, I need to come and do this because, as I say, once I found out about Harry Belafonte, I was just like, I'm burnt. But it's laid across the country now. I thank you guys all for coming to be a part of the stream, even after the debacle. Hopefully going forward, we won't have that debacle because, like I said, I updated the software for the streaming software tonight, so maybe that was the source of our problem. We'll find out going forward, inshallah. But for now, I leave it here. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. This is the Jedi.